Okay, tic-tac-toe. I am so excited about this. Are y'all ready? Okay, so we're going to use our deck of cards to make a tic-tac-toe board. Now, just so you're not too stressed out about it, I will let you know that in the handouts that you have, if you are able to print out, if your families are able to print these out, and even if they're able to pull it up on their desktop like a laptop, the other day I did this with someone and could pull it up and I could actually on your computer, we could mark it. We could mark the board. So, keep that in mind. But in your handouts, you actually are also getting the tic-tac-toe board with the letters is in there in your handout. Also tic-tac-toe with the animals and with the numbers. And that's where our deck of cards is going to be a substitute for that. And then the president is in there. Okay, so you all have those. So let's do this with a deck of cards.
Let's go.
We're going to start out, and we're going to use, for the purposes of like everything else we're doing with this today, our ace is going to be 1. Ace and number 1 are interchangeable. So we're going to be referring to it as 1. So here we go. And let's see, Cheryl, I need to play against somebody. Can you unmute Rachel to play against me? Are you able to unmute Rachel Mattel?
Hello.
Okay. Hey, Rachel.
Hi.
Okay, so here we are, and we're going to get to play tic-tac-toe against each other. And I'm going to let us initially just use pennies. You can use coins from around the house, okay? If you've got your Equipping Minds cubes, of course, use your cubes. But we're going to use pennies and dimes today, okay? So, Rachel, where do you see yourself going?
I see myself going on 7.
So I'm going to put Rachel on 7 with my penny. I see myself on 5. Where do you see yourself?
I see myself going on number 9.
6.
Okay, I see myself going on number 8.
Need the cards back? Yeah.
To block you. Cheryl,
I see myself going on number 2.
Excellent.
To block
She
you.
just blocked me. Okay, Rachel, I see myself on number 4.
I see myself going on number 6 to block you.
No, your penny.
So I see myself on number 1.
No.
Oh,
Penny.
and where do you see yourself?
You can use the cubes, John.
I see myself going on number 3.
And what'd you get?
6. How far?
Yeah. So she got 3 in a row. So can y'all, and with our pennies and our, I hope you can see that. I maybe should have grabbed our quarters. But that's how we would use the language. I see myself. Where do you see yourself? Putting those down when we're doing one board. Now, we're going to take it up a notch. And Rachel, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to just tell everybody, I just played this with one of our nonverbal students. And with her and her dad, they're in Kansas. So we're going to allow the board to be a neutral position. Okay. And Rachel, would you like to be spades or clubs?
We'll be spades.
Yeah.
Okay, Rachel is going to be spades and I'm going to be clubs. Okay. And so here's our board, and the diamonds are the neutral position. Okay. So Rachel, where do you see yourself going?
I see myself going on number 5.
Okay, so I'm going to put Rachel on 5. So her spade is Rachel's spot. Okay, I see myself on number 3. So I'm the clubs.
Okay, I see myself going on number 7.
You know what? And I'm actually going to use the 5 there. Okay. So now Rachel is on number 7. So I see myself on number 9.
I see myself going on number 6 to block you.
Very good. I see myself on number 4 to block you.
I see myself going on number 2.
Okay, so I have her 2 of spades. So now, because Rachel is on, I see Rachel on 2 and 5, I need to see myself on 8 to block her.
And I see myself going on number 1.
Yes. Okay, so y'all, how did that feel to look at that deck, to see the neutral position of the diamonds, and then to follow along with the spades or the clubs? Okay, did that feel a little challenging? Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to move to 2 boards with the deck of cards. And so we're going to have a black board and a red board. And I have been having so much fun with this, I'll just tell you. And it doesn't matter if you do the same suit right now. I'm just going to do black and red, so I can interchange my diamonds and my spades and my hearts. So what I would do is I'm going to have 2 boards. So here's the red board. And so this is just like in your Equipping Minds book when we play tic-tac-toe on 2 boards, okay? But using our deck of cards. Okay, so Rachel, would you like to be red or black?
Red.
Okay, so Rachel's going to be red. So Rachel, where do you see yourself going?
I see myself going on number 4.
So Rachel's on 4. I'm going to see myself on number 5. And for those of y'all who've never played this, it's 1 game, but played on 2 boards.
I see myself going on number 2.
So she's on number 2. Okay, I see myself on number 1.
I see myself going on number 9 to block you.
She did. I see myself on number 7.
I see myself going on number 3 to block you.
I'm going to need to see myself on number 6 to block Rachel.
I see myself going on number 7.
Check that.
Oh yeah, it's 8. It's 8. Sorry, it's 8. On number 8.
You know what? Actually, 8, let's see. You can go on 8 and I think that's all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that a different way to play?
Yeah, it's challenging.
Yeah, isn't it challenging? Yeah. But we know hard is good. So everybody that's watching, are you feeling that? Are you feeling it? One of my students right now, she's so precious. When something's a little challenging, she always goes, but she keeps playing. She keeps playing. Okay, y'all, I've got to show you the next level up on this. And so in your handout, it's just telling you to play tic-tac-toe using 2 boards on any of the different options. If you've got your Equipping Minds book, you know there's 36, there's so many directions in there, right? But if you're taking notes today, and the good thing is this is being recorded, so you can go back and check it. But now we're going to play it by turning the cards upside down. Yes, upside down. Okay, and Rachel, I see your kiddos are there getting to watch. Okay, and here we go. And this is like crazy to look at. Because y'all, usually, I will tell you this, just because of the setup and cameras and all that. Now, typically, and I could try to do this in here to see if this would help. Okay, let me try to move. Cards are large. They're bigger than what's in the book. So I'm going to try this if y'all can see it. So here would be Rachel's, and then here's mine. Okay, so you could have it side by side, or you can also do it like this. Okay, now you're still trying to keep the boards separated. It's like here in the States going through the grocery store line. That's yours and this is mine. Okay, so Rachel.
Okay, I see myself going on number 1.
So I'm going to put her on 1 on the bottom board. Okay, I see myself going on number 3.
I see myself going on number 9.
Here she is on 9. So I see myself going on number I see myself going on number 4.
I see myself going on number 5.
2 to win. Okay. So are y'all watching? Yeah. So and when the other person wins, that's just how we will handle it, is say, hey, to win, hey, good game, nicely played. Okay. So that's what I want you to do when you're playing this with them. And then that's where you can always say, hey, let's play again. The other thing I do with students is, sometimes we usually, and people ask me this all the time, sometimes do you let them win? Sometimes we do, okay? Sometimes we're modeling, how am I gonna handle it if I don't win? Okay, and we just act like it's no big deal. Hey, nice game, nicely played. Hey, let's play again. Okay, because learning that modeling that self-regulation and is just an important thing to do. Okay, and talking through what you're doing when you're doing it is a super fun thing as well. So I hope you guys are like enjoying doing that. The next way we're going to take it, and just hold on to this for those of y'all who've played the game, is we're going to take it back to 1 board.
And Carol, if I don't mean to interrupt you, but if we could step back, we've had some questions in the chat. A couple people are not understanding the double board, and you may want to look at the chat questions. Just a couple people did not understand, and maybe some others as well.
Okay.
We had a few people in the chat that did not quite understand.
Okay, so let's talk about the double board. Okay. Double board is a great thing. And when it is your first time seeing it, yes, it's like, whoa, what are they doing? Right? Which is absolutely the first reaction of everybody who ever sees the double board. I mean, it really is. So I'm going to put it up here for a minute. I think this is might make it a little bit easier as you're doing it and following it. So let me do this for you. So I'm going to take our number board in the workbook, and it's the same thing. And a deck of cards, I will tell you, is a little bit more challenging. So what we're doing is when we play tic-tac-toe, okay, regular tic-tac-toe, everybody has played. Okay, so y'all know how to play. So when Rachel was saying that she sees herself, and let me use some cubes, and she sees herself on 7. She's gone on 7. This is one game, but it's played on 2 boards. Okay, so I cannot go on number 7 because Rachel is there. So I have to see myself on number 5. Okay? So Rachel, where do you see yourself going now?
I see myself going on number 9.
So she's going on number 9. So Rachel is on 7 and Rachel is on 9. So I need to stop Rachel on number 8. So one thing that happens with tic-tac-toe, you may know, it's a strategy game. You have to always think about what the other person is doing. So that's where you'll have to put yourselves in their position and think, because when a student goes without thinking, sometimes they, may misplay. So I'm looking and I see Rachel on 7, I see her on 9, so I have to see myself on 8 to block her. Okay? And I'm going to put the 8 on my board. So I'm imagining it here, but it actually gets played here. So now, Rachel, where do you see yourself going?
I see myself going on number 1.
Okay, so Rachel sees herself on number 1. And so because I see myself on number 8 and number 5, now one thing I could have done, I could have said, when she said, I see myself on 1, I could say, Rachel, stop and think. Where do you think I'm going to go? What do you think I'm planning to do?
You're going to go on 2, as I can see that now.
Right. And so, and now she's, oh, I need to go on 2. So what I did was I said, hey, stop and think. Imagine you're me. What do you think I'm planning on doing? And strategy games really help us see something from someone else's point of view. And so now she's stopped me on number 2. So now I see myself on number 4. Rachel, where do you see yourself going?
I see myself going on number 6.
Okay, and because Rachel is on number 9 and number 6, I'm going to see myself on number 3 to block her. Okay, and Rachel, where's the last spot? Nobody's gone.
On number 1. I see myself going on number 1.
Yes, on number 1. So that would be our last spot for Rachel. And we always play until the end. And the reason we do that is because of, this is a lot of what's called visual transporting. Being able to take 2 things and see them as one item. Okay? So as you're holding on to that. Being able to see this on two boards is just amazing. It's a great visual spatial. It makes you think so much harder. You have students who have a hard time copying from the board. You have people who have a hard time with spatial reasoning, and this is really working on that spatial reasoning. It really makes you have to stop and think more. So the next thing that we're going to look at is our sorting. And I see everybody taking your deck of cards. And Rachel, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great. So I see us taking our deck of cards, and one of the first things we'll do when we're sorting is first sort by number. And sorting is a great way to build processing speed. And you may think, well, my child knows their numbers. Right, but we want them to know them really fast, okay, and really well. Or you may have a student who doesn't know any of their numbers. Well, guess what? We're going to start with 1. And you may even want on your ACE card, if you've got a spare deck, to write a number 1, since we're kind of overriding the A with the 1. And you would start with 1, and then just start with 2. I will always say we can only train the brain with what the brain knows. So if there's something your student doesn't know yet, then it doesn't get to play. Okay? So if there's a color they don't know yet, a number they don't know yet, and we will gradually be putting those in. Okay? So, but let's go over our numbers. So let's say these together, and even though you're on mute, just go ahead and say them with me. So you ready? 1, 9, 2, 6, 3, 4, 7, 5, 8, 9. And you could go through the deck of cards with your student. And as you do that, keep in mind, a lot of times your student has not been right, 36, 40 times in a row. Okay? And it's working on that language. You can do it in a group where you're each taking turns. Okay? You can do it where you and the student are taking turns. Well, after you've done that, we're going to sort the cards by number. And so what's that going to look like? Well, we're going to put down a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then they're going to take their deck of cards and they're going to sort them. And when they sort them, we're always going to use language. They're going to say, oh, 2 on 2, 5 on 5, 6 on 6. 7 on 7. Okay, so if you want to do this for me, go ahead and put down 1 of each number. Put down, I see you putting down a 1, I see you putting down a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, and a 9. And you heard me say, if you have a student that doesn't know all those, maybe you just start with what they know. And then we'll gradually add the next one on. Okay? So let's go ahead and sort these by number. 1 on 1, 1 on 1, 2 on 2, 3 on 3, 4 on 4, 5 on 5, 6 on 6, 7 on 7, 8 on 8, 9 on 9, 9 on 9, 8 on 8, 3 on 3, 4 on 4, 5 on 5, 1 on 1, 3 on 3, 6 on 6, 2 on 2, 8 on 8, 7 on 7, 4 on 4, 9 on 9.